morning. Look at all of this fog. It's windy and cool. 74 degrees. Feels amazing. I am headed to the gym.
She is enjoying the breeze that's coming through this window this morning. It's a very nice little breeze. See, blowing our plants around. It feels so nice.
Another 10 miles down, a little bit faster again today. Trying to do some intervals with speed training, just because. You remember I do have a more cushioned shoe that has nitrogen in it rather than a TPU plate or any type of carbon plate. So it's actually helping with a softer landing, but I don't get the bounce back. However, it is helping on the treadmill gather a little bit of speed. And like I said, I think, gosh, when I first got down here, I got these shoes specifically so that I could have a little bit more cushioning, simply because I didn't know if I was going to be running outside or inside more often. Oh, this is a nice mixture. It's going to be hot today, as always. Although I told you just an hour and a half ago that it was breezy and overcast and 76. It is now 88 an hour and a half later, although still cloudy. Sweating just as much as I usually do. So anyway, another workout done. Heading back as always to start the work day. Take a breather, take a cold shower. Really enjoy the cold showers here. Takes your breath away at first, and then it feels really nice. And after getting used to that, I think hopefully it'll be something that I'll carry with me after we move back to the U.S. after a hard workout. So that's been a nice little change. All right, gonna get back, get showered up, and I'll see you guys in just a bit. She's like, where's my treat?
Yeah.
it's like at least 10 degrees hotter than the Myra.
All right, 10 o'clock. Look at this. Fog and rain, and it is so windy. And it feels awesome working in the house with this kind of a breeze coming in. Look at Mari's hair. Blew our chairs over. Four scrambled eggs, and I threw in a couple spoonfuls of some leftover rice. We're just trying to eat the leftovers in the refrigerator before we go out of town again this weekend. I am taking Ever out for her lunchtime potty break. And Mari just started making a soup. She's making her own chicken broth. And then she's going to make a Vietnamese inspired noodle soup. I don't usually do well with noodles, but I really want to try this because I absolutely love Vietnamese food. So Michael and I have decided we are going to eat some of it for dinner. Mary is an amazing cook, excellent cook, and I know it's going to be great no matter what she makes. Michael is having a very frustrating moment. His phone isn't working. I've been trying to call him multiple times since we came to Columbia, and his phone never rings. But other people have been able to call him fine up until today. All of a sudden his phone has stopped working. He's got work calls coming in and they aren't coming through. He's on the phone with AT&T. AT&T is looking into it, but Abra, come. What are we doing, baby girl? Come on, let's go potty. AT&T is looking into it, but currently can't figure out why his phone isn't working. So far they haven't been any help, but he's having yet another aggravating day. Yesterday was kind of a frustrating work day. Today is too. I filmed him a couple times playing with Abra because he needed the stress relief and a break, but he's had a very aggravating day at work. It's now about 1:30 and I have literally spent the whole morning since about 8:30. I've spent almost 5 hours working on the Tyrona videos. So those Tyrona videos are mega vlogs. I don't know who in the world is gonna sit through vlogs as long as these are, but there's so many good memories from Tyrona and I just couldn't bear to cut any of them out. So I'm posting almost all the footage that we took, GoPro included. Anyway, as soon as he gets this straightened out, he and I both want to go lay at the pool. It's still very, very cloudy. I don't know what the UV is. I'll look it up. I'll put it on the screen right here if I remember. But we really missed getting sun the last few days. We want to go try to get some today. A little sneaky peek at what Mari is making. This is just the broth. I love Vietnamese food. It already smells amazing in here. Cannot wait for dinner. It is 2 o'clock. We are taking a late lunch break, but It is 88 degrees and the sun isn't really out, but the UV is up to 6.
That's crazy.
So we're gonna go lay out and try to get, we didn't really get any quality sun yesterday.
Kicked out.
So late. Yeah, we did. We got kicked out because the pool closes at 5. We didn't know that. There was no point in going at 4:30. But we're gonna go try to make up some of that UV. We didn't get yesterday.
We're losing it fast.
I know, our Florida tans are disappearing. We didn't really get any, we didn't go out at all the day before because it was closed.
No. And the weekend that we spent on the equator sun still wasn't.
We were in the shade or in the
or
mountains with sunscreen on. We got to build this Florida tan back up.
We got to. We're out at 8 o'clock in Florida. So
yeah. But here, the pool is not unlocked until 8, and I did not realize it closed at 5.
Or that it's closed on Mondays.
It's closed on Mondays for maintenance. It being closed at 5 is kind of frustrating because we would love to be out here in the evening. Oh, it's definitely rained.
Sure did.
88 with a UV of 6. I mean, if you say so. Weather app.
So it's 2:27. We've been out here for a few minutes. One reason why it was a late lunch for us to get some UV, even though you see a lot of clouds behind us, is because I've been dealing with phone issues. I didn't realize since this morning, but Julie tried to call this morning and it didn't go through. Then I had two work-related calls that could not call me. It went to voicemail. So Julie tried to call me back, went to voicemail. I've been dealing with, I can call out when I'm on Wi-Fi, but I have actually no cell phone service, which is extremely odd because it is included. Julie did still have phone service. I'm not sure if she does anymore.
Now it says I have no signal, although I've had signal all day.
So I don't think it's in relation to the storm because I've been on the chat with customer service now for, well, not now, but I mean before we went out because I have no Wi-Fi. So this is a useless device right now. But for about an hour and a half, and they don't know. I gave them the address that we were at in Columbia. They can't see that there's any outages. I was supposed to do a network reset, which I've done. Supposed to leave it off for so many minutes so that the satellite could ping it, which I've done more than once, and it's still not working. I've very much explained to her that I need this for work calls on top of, being so many miles away from family. I'm really going to be upset once we get back in if Julie does not have service because now we don't have the ability to contact anyone. And and
to clarify, yesterday in the vlog you were saying how you got a message from AT&T that the bill hadn't been paid.
Oh, because of the old card.
We realized we had to shut down all of our cards and get new ones before we left the U.S. A few days before we left, some suspicious activity popped up on every single one of our credit cards.
At 3:30 in the morning.
Of course, every single one of our bank accounts and our credit cards denied the purchase, but of course, you know how it is. They all advise us to cancel the card and open new ones. So it just so happened that we forgot to update.
Yeah, one of those recurring auto pays.
But we did check this morning, and the bill has been paid, so it isn't a situation like that. I just got a text message from you. I see it over there.
I asked for it to try again.
Maybe it's
but
signal
look,
now.
Mine says, can you see?
You gotta scroll
way down. It went all the way to the top, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mine is in green and it says babes because I was going to see if I had service, but it doesn't say that it went through. Because if you look at the top, there's still, oh my gosh.
You don't turn it.
0 bars. No bars. Anyway.
And I've had signal all day, but now that you and I started talking about it, now I have 0 bars too.
I told her, because she asked me, the little lady did, if Julie had service since we're on the same plan. And I said yes. And then as soon as she asked that, it went away. And I told her that.
She jinxed it.
So I don't know if they were if they're messing with both of our phones because I have a ticket number and was told 7 days. And those of you
7 days.
The workplace, I was like, no, we're not going to do a ticket and let the IT department get it when they get it because we pay, a very hefty phone bill to be able to leave the country and still have full service so that all of our family and friends who are on AT&T, most of them, can get a hold of us. So she's like, well, it's going to work. The week is the longest amount of time.
It might be quicker than a week.
It might be. So when we finish with the sun, or what there is of the UV, I'm going to go in.
6, if you say so.
I'm going to go in and try to start contacting them again. You know what's ironic is that although I don't have service, I got a customer service text message from AT&T saying, thank you for letting us help today. Are you still having problems? And then I immediately respond with yes and get a link, and the link doesn't work because Michael doesn't have service.
How'd they even get a message to you?
Exactly.
Something's funky.
So TBD.
It's turning out to be an ever so slightly irritating Wednesday.
We just had an irritating day yesterday, which, by the way, I was getting all the phone calls because we told you that at the end of the
Non-stop
day.
phone calls yesterday, and now you're not getting any, and it's because you can't get any, and there's ones you need to get.
I can call out. I could call out on Wi-Fi, but for some reason, though, even the Wi-Fi calls, even being on Wi-Fi, I cannot receive. Like even Julie, it just went to voicemail. So,
And it seems like we can't figure out how to do a hard reset anymore. We used to hard reset our phones whenever anything like this happened.
I've got to
and
look that
fixed
up.
almost everything, and
But now it
we
just
can't
calls
look it up.
emergency services.
I don't have service now.
And it's
either.
like, you used to do your hard restart with your volume and your power, and now, hang on, it's counting down from 10, and it's going to make that. Yes.
Oh,
Look at there. I even got
I hate that sound.
I even got my light
Was
flashing.
either one of those slide bar options for a reset or a power off?
Say that again.
When you hold it down and
Yeah.
you get options.
Oh, yes, it was a
It was medical ID
Yeah. or slide off. Okay, now it's saying Tigo, which is the service that I have had here the majority of the time. Yeah, that's their company. I think that AT&T either owns or contracts with when their carriers are in Colombia or South America. So this is the first country I've been in South America. So, but Tigo is the instead of seeing AT&T where the time is, I did see Tigo flash, but it's not. I still have no service. So, I'm gonna try to text again and see what it is. Green. It did come
All right,
across
you just
green.
texted me, right?
I did.
I'll let you know if I see it pop up.
Sorry to bore you with this, but this is just our daily life and the
We're
small
daily vlogging.
headaches.
We're daily vlogging for right now. We're not going to be daily vloggers when we go back to the U.S., so why not daily
No.
vlog now? We are doing a lot of talking about future plans, though. We have several different family situations that we don't want to talk about on camera, but that are kind of starting to shape our decisions about when to go home and where to go and what kind of arrangements to be looking for. And
It makes it a little more difficult when you are a couple who are both the oldest children in a family.
Yeah.
So
oldest siblings, I think, carry a huge burden, or a self-imposed burden of
Oh, yeah,
responsibility
for sure.
that they need to always be there as a support, when in reality that's just not how life works. We're all a family and we all work together and we share the load. But he and I are both oldest children in our family. We have one younger sibling, and younger siblings tend to be more like, oh, well, we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah.
We'll give you all the love we possibly can. And we're over here thinking, do we need to frame our lives around our family right now? We just don't know. There's a lot going on.
there is, but that's which is another reason why it's a little bit more irksome to consider that I don't have service right now. And now when we get off this video, we got to check to see if Julie has service.
I still haven't got that text you just sent me.
So it makes it so much more difficult to be able to live every day.
Why don't we
life.
cut this clip and you do whatever to my phone you did to your phone?
That's a good
Well, we
idea.
got a few more minutes.
That's
Okay.
a good idea. Okay.
See ya shortly.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to walk to the mall. Yes, we were just there like yesterday. But we need cash, and it's the closest ATM we know of. We need cash to pay for the clothes that have already been delivered. Mari paid for them for us, but we need cash to pay her back. And we need cash for this weekend. The plan currently is to go way out of town. I don't remember the name of the town. I'll put it here if I think to ask Mari. But it's where all of her family, extended family, lives. And it's pretty remote, so we're going to need cash for that too. So we've got Abigail's with us. They do allow dogs in the mall, and we're just going to stretch our legs and have a little walk to the ATM.
So that was unsuccessful.
Another irritating thing.
Have no idea what's going on.
Add this to this Wednesday is becoming a little bit irritating bank We had trouble a few weeks ago trying to get cash out with Michael's debit card. Eventually figured out that the ATMs down here don't really like debit cards, but PNC had put a block on his card anyway, because even though we told them we were traveling to Colombia, they still flagged it anyway. We got that straightened out, and we have been able to withdraw cash with his card a couple times since we've gotten down here. But unfortunately, although we tried a couple different ATMs here in the mall, it looks like it's either flagged again or something has gone wrong. So we're walking all the way home. We still don't have cash. We need cash. We owe Marshall and Mary for the laundry. And the maid is coming tomorrow. It's our turn to pay her. The only time we've been able to get cash easily was through a Scotiabank. Michael's right. We did come to this ATM once before and successfully got cash out of it.
So,
but that was just the one time.
I'll get to go spend another hour with another customer service rep.
I know, like you haven't done enough of that today. And because neither one of our phones are working, camera's working, but the internet isn't working, we are unable to pull up directions to the closest Scotiabank, even if there is one close, which I don't know. So we can't go there. We're just gonna walk back home cashless.
Stuck again. So I will talk to PNC, ask them which idiot decided to put another block on this.
We've talked to them face to face.
I know we have.
Both of us, more than once.
Right before we left.
Before we left and on the phone since we got here.
Yep.
To let them know where we are. Mari said it's the ATMs down here that do not like to use personal debit cards.
And what else are you supposed to
But,
use if you
like
don't use a
said,
personal
it
debit?
worked 2 times we've had success. So one of them was that ATM.
The first one, yeah, was that ATM, which is why we came. Yeah, because like Julie said, it's not like we can put in our maps to go somewhere else because thank you AT&T. This has been just a crap.
2 days. 2 days.
Yeah, a couple days.
Not like you're not trying to work your real job.
No. Like, and again, it's one of those things we already talked to them about.
Family members trying to contact us about important
Yeah.
things.
I told AT&T we were coming. Julie confirmed with them also that, everything was cool for where we were going to be in Colombia. Oh yeah, no problem. You have an international plan. No worries, no extra charges, unlimited talk and text are the same. And here we are, 3 days out from being here for a full month. And today is the first day that we have this issue. So the only thing we do know that's actually there that we needed to get completed today is our laundry from yesterday that was dropped off. So
that was really nice. That was very convenient.
it was like
Now
10.
If we call them earlier than we called yesterday, they will come get it for us.
Yeah, it was weighed in kilos. It was like $10.30.
Like, gosh, how much was the delivery fee?
$4,000 something.
Yeah, like $1.
Like $1. Yeah, it was a delivery fee. So, and I'm hungry because
Mari's soup smells so good.
it does smell good. It's going on 4 o'clock and I haven't had any real meals today. So
Michael still gets hangry. I don't really get hangry.
sometimes I tend to get more hangry on days that I just run. I don't really get hangry on days I lift. But anyway, that's our check-in and our...
All right, I know this probably looks pitiful, but we are in clean out the refrigerator of leftovers mode. Marshall and Mary have gone to their boxing class, so we won't be eating the Vietnamese soup till later. But this is my burger. I'm trying to use up some burger meat. It's only half a pound. After this, I'm going to have Greek yogurt and honey, and I think that'll be plenty for me. I don't want to get too full because I really want to try the soup later. And then Michael mixed up some tuna and sour cream. And then we got
1 can of tuna in water, a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of picante sauce.
300 grams of pepperoni here, 150 grams of pepperoni here, and a whole bunch of cheese.
Grand Padano.
Yep.
Love it.
Oh, the mangoes. We are still eating on a mango and a pineapple that was cut up yesterday. Yum. I did make a burger just especially for her. It's just too hot. She can't eat it yet. Back to work. It's about 6 o'clock, but we had such an aggravating day. And we took our pool break. And neither one of us got our work done, so.
We got the bank situated. We're working on the...
Michael contacted his bank, which is PNC.
And yeah, we put another security. I said,
Yep.
why? We put in a travel. Yep.
Month ago we put in a travel. We've already had to call and tell them that the travel we put in didn't apply. They undid it so we could take out cash. And this time he told them if they put another travel security on, we're changing banks.
Yep.
But we're still trying to get the phones to work. We have only the ability to use our phones while we're on Wi-Fi. We have no signal whatsoever, and no idea why that is. I don't know either, Abra. I don't know either. Just so you know, I fixed her a tiny little burger, and she had some cheese and some pepperoni to go with it. Like, she's had plenty to eat.
Did you like it?
But she's sitting over here like all of her twist.
But she's all up on me.
And I'm sorry, I think we have the cutest dog in the world. And how could anybody say no to her? She's like just a black blob in this,
She does.
this video. Can't
Her
see
feet are turned out. She's janky.
I know, she don't look like anything in this video, just like a black hole in the shape of a weird looking dog. Oh, but she's so hungry always. I can't even zoom in enough to see any facial features.
Yeah, her hair slung earlier.
Let her have another bite. This is dessert. Just a little bit.
Never did
I mean, can you imagine a cuter dog? I just cannot. She just took her tongue out.
She likes it. You like
She
it?
likes it.
Is it good?
That tongue.
So, which one you want first? I've got
I don't care.
updates. So AT&T contacted us. There are multiple outages in the city. Their engineers, or whoever they contract with, they said are working on it now.
That's why
and
we haven't
would
had
not-
cell signal all day.
Yeah, and I said, why did the first lady, not tell me this? And so he didn't know why, but he at least gave us an answer. So great, and we don't need to do anything. When it gets restored, it gets restored. So we've let our family know, and then I think we did tell them at dinner time. We did get the issue
All these
resolved.
little things you've been working on all day long are suddenly magically not issues anymore.
The little, they're little things, but when you have like 3 or 4 of them, they end up being big things because they interrupt your day so long. When you're just trying to, even if you're just messaging, So anyway, that's our update. Let's hope service gets restored soon, and we're going to try the ATM tomorrow. I got another surprise for you tomorrow too when we go get the ATM money.
Awesome. And our laundry got delivered. All of it looks great, smells great. It's folded. Towels are
It
done.
does. It smells great.
Fresh new laundry. Everything is fantastic. It was 42,000 Colombian pesos, which is a little over $10. Can't beat that. Hope we get a washing machine back soon though.